Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hi, Jersey Joe from Cleveland. I'm kind of confused here. I'm hearing from the media about the Rooney Rule, and they don't seem to know that Mike McDaniel's father was black. Now, is this information correct or not? But the theory for me is that they already fulfilled one half of the Rooney Rule by interviewing Mike McDonald, and then with Shieldhouse, they're going to wait until the playoffs are over and then probably name him head coach, which then fulfills the Rooney Rule. But I guess in closing, is there truth to the fact that Mike McDaniel's dad was African-American? Thank you. Enjoy, you guys. Bye.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. So the Rooney Rule is you have to interview the minority candidates face-to-face. Zoom doesn't count. So the Zoom interview with McDaniel doesn't count towards the Rooney Rule. Any Zoom interview, it's got to be face-to-face and in person. You have to do two of them, not in your organization. So there's the clarification. Let me ask you this. Gut feeling, who do you think the Browns end up hiring? And then I'll also ask, who do you think the best hire would be?
Look, when we talk about Shieldhouse and we talk about Udinski, where were we 3 months ago? 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago on these guys? These guys weren't the blazing hot names. Maybe, once we get to the offseason, the coaching search, some of these, rosebuds in the waiting to bloom start to come to surface, but they weren't, guys that were on everybody's list necessarily. I'm not going to change from where we are when we started this a few weeks ago. I think, because my thinking and my belief is, if you tell us you truly do not want to move on from Jim Schwartz, that kind of tells us it's either promote him or now the one thing you were kind of out there with and honest with about this entire coaching search and how you wanted your staff to work was something now all of a sudden 2 weeks later you decided, okay, then it's not that important. Jim, thanks for everything you did. Move on. I think it's going to be Jim Schwartz. I don't have the confidence that either one of these young guys are going to leave comfortable situations where their name is on the rise. Certainly Jacksonville can just give them a raise. Certainly the Chargers can just give their guy a raise. They can get moved up within the organizations they are in. There are still other head coaching opportunities out there that are not settled yet. So again, we assume, and Udinski's going to interview in Buffalo. So, if it came down to say he got the offer of both teams, I think we kind of probably have an idea, Cleveland fans, we know how this works, which job he would take. There's one guy who has basically flat out told us that he wants this job. And I think at the end of the day, I think it's going to end up being Jim Schwartz. And yes, this will look like a whole bunch ado about nothing.